his stroke. Very strong in the first 4 minutes. He already has 8.
They executed the back screen flare very well. Shook up the defense, and Cornell was wide open. Good look inside to Calvin Booth.
1-6 as you watch Big Ten basketball.
Local broadcast of the special sports presentation on WYIN Channel 56 is made possible in part by a grant from the Times newspapers.
Down the league strongly.
Yeah. That time Purdue did switch defenses. They came out, did a nice job with a little.
Will shoot free throws here, and Penn State will have the last possession. Well, Brian Cardinal should be no stranger to you. I know when you were coaching at Penn State.
This little mug will fit right in there, as well as a can of your favorite beverage will fit in there. Your $120 pledge to Channel 56, you'll become the most valued player with your name on screen in large letters. School colors of your choice, as well, of course, as the program guide.
Two-fisted finish, and the Hurricanes leading by 9 at the break. Right now, Miami.
Cover up and not give Crispin a wide open look. All right, that's a good job by both teams. Good job by Penn State to take what the defense gave them. Good job by Purdue not to make a silly foul.
Mayfield past Crispin. Time continues to move.
Bottom.
2 pressure shots. He gets both of them, and now Purdue will set its defense to win the ballgame. Crispin firing a desperation 3. He got it.
It's not over yet.
No, sir. 7.7 seconds left. Purdue's got to be careful throwing the ball in.
Good job there. Good job. Good cut. Drive to the basket. Give them no options. Switch out. Play the perimeter tough.
Last 5 seconds of the game. Crispin for the tie. Missed it. And Purdue wins it 70-67. A strong comeback by Penn State, but Purdue hangs on by 3.
Typical Big Ten dogfight, huh?
And just the first one of the year for the Boilermakers.
Well, they've got to be ticked against a great Purdue team.
Boilermakers head to Madison, Wisconsin. Penn State will move on to Minneapolis. Thanks for joining us tonight. Boilermakers beat the Nittany Lions 70-67.
Well, that's a great big Purdue win, so makes it for a great evening of basketball. And thanks to all of you who have made your calls tonight and made your pledge of financial support to Channel 56. We thank you so much. Also on your PBS station, this is Channel 56, WYIN. I'm Bob Mummy, and good night, everyone.
Straight win after topping 10th-ranked North Carolina 89-70.
These Purdue Boilermakers. Evan Eschmeyer finished with 17 points, 14 boards, 7 blocks. Freshman guard David Newman matched Eschmeyer's 17, and the Wildcats led by 12 at the half. With 2 minutes left, Jerron Cornell gets the tip just before the shot clock expires right there. Purdue within 2 in the closing seconds. Brian Cardinal takes the shot. The shot will be just a little bit wide. Wildcats get one of the biggest upsets of the season. They win 54-50 and are now 4-3 in the Big Ten, 12-5 overall. In hockey, Dirk.
Currently, nothing in there about property damage. Boy, if there is, Brett Jepson's in trouble.
Shades of Jerome Lane. After a 30-minute delay, play resumed. Kenny Thomas takes a pass and jams it down as the Lobos win it 78-68 as the final score. Stopping, juking, and his 100th career goal in the National Hockey League. Pittsburgh wins it by the final score of 5-2. In OT, the game is tied at 78. Hoya ball. Kevin Braswell shoots. John Celestin the block. Dean Barry with a chance. Not there. So we go into the second OT. Second OT, Wildcats down 3. Howard Brown 4-3. The game is tied. But hold on. Watch the inbounds pass from Damon Jackson.
Here in a moment, as stated earlier. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's good! Villanova won! I don't believe it!
Brooks Sales with the steal. To Jermaine Medley. You see the clock. It is off in time. It's a 3. Villanova wins incredibly in double OT, 93-90. Sales 13 points. The season.
Richardson. 1:18 to go. Guyton 4-3 in the tie. Yes.
Boy, they never got a hand up, Boone.
for the all-time number of three-point efforts made in Booth. What's the time?
It's too strong and too tall for Richardson inside.
Turner got it. Joe Crispin, guarded by Lewis. Here's Dan Earl. Ivory penetrates, puts it up. Got the roll.
Indiana typically doesn't like to call timeouts in this.
Consecutive seasons, the Denver Broncos are world champions. They bowled over Atlanta 34-19 to win Super Bowl 33. John Elway was the game's MVP. He threw for 336 yards and 1 touchdown and rushed for another. The Broncos' other TDs were turned in by Howard Griffith. He had a pair of 1-yard scoring runs. On the defensive side of the ball, Denver got to Atlanta quarterback Chris Chandler. He was picked off 3 times, twice by Darian Gordon.
We're a well-oiled machine. Sometimes we sputter every now and then, but we're able to go ahead and stay with our game plan and stay on schedule, and that's key for us. If you can stay with the game plan that you come into a game with, you're going to have a lot of success. You know, Atlanta wasn't able to.
What makes this team so special is our unselfishness. I mean, unbelievable athletes across the board on the Denver Broncos. And
it's 49-47. Willie Coleman the drive, the miss. Quentin Richardson the tap, the bucket waved off. Foul Cincinnati. Melvin Levitt gets hurt on the play. Kenyon Martin fouls out. Richardson goes to the line. He's a 71% free throw shooter. The ref says it's Lance Williams who's supposed to shoot. Take another look at it. They correctly give the foul to Martin, but Williams is nowhere near the play. He's a 49% free throw shooter. Williams ends up shooting. Misses the second. Pat Kennedy's team is still in trouble. Cincinnati's going to try to run the clock out. Coleman, steal. Fouled. Bucket would have counted. Still, Coleman goes to the line. Cincinnati up 1. He misses the first. Second free throw to tie. He had 9 on the game. We're going to overtime. 54-51 DePaul in the OT. Richardson posting up. Great move off the window. He had 25 in the first 8 in overtime for DePaul. But Ryan Fletcher scored Cincinnati's first 11 in overtime. He knocks down the 3 since he's up 2. Tied at 60. 6 seconds to go. Coleman, 4 steals. The steal here, the shot. And there's a whistle.
And a foul on Melvin Levitt.
Melvin Levitt can't believe it. Bob Huggins says you got to be kidding. Take another look. The steal is clean. Where is the foul on the shot? Pat Kennedy wanted 3 shots, he gets 2. Shouldn't got any. Coleman needs to make 1 with no time left. Eeks! A 53% shooter misses the first. This has got to go. We're going to another overtime. And Coleman wishes it through.
Stuns number 3.
Pat Kennedy gets the upset. And look at Coleman's reaction. A little knee bend always helps. Quentin Richardson gets mobbed after pouring in all those points. DePaul, a winner, 61-60.
Picked up the slack with 23 points. Number 2 Duke fought off Georgia Tech 87-79 to pick up its 18th straight win. Trajan Langdon finished with 23. DePaul upset third-ranked Cincinnati 61-60 in overtime. Willie Coleman sank a free throw with no time left to pull off the shocker. Number 5 Kentucky lost its 2nd straight SEC game for the first time in 7 years. The Wildcats fell to Alabama 62-58. Chris Porter made his bid for the dunk of the year in Auburn's 80-54 win over LSU. The Tigers matched a school record by picking up their 22nd win. The
Blue Demons had 2 things in mind entering Saturday's game against third-ranked Cincinnati. For starters, DePaul wanted to end the Bearcats' 16-game winning streak against the Demons. Secondly, an upset would look very good in the eyes of the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee at the end of the regular season. First, but one last chance. And Coleman's free throw is good. The Demons knock off third-ranked Cincinnati 61-60, the final in overtime.
It was a great old-fashioned game. I mean, that was an intense, great rivalry, great college basketball game. That's what it's supposed to be. And I tell our kids all the time, I'd rather play in those games 26 nights out of the year than the Sisters of the Poor.
Kruger's will get. Wisconsin's Ty Calderwood lets it fly just before the half, and it's good. Badgers up 27-26 at halftime. Second half, the Illini down by as many as 14, but coming back behind Corey Bradford. His basket and foul is the difference. The freshman scores 26, including 7 3-pointers. Illinois pulls out the 53-51 upset win over the Badgers. To overtime, and this time the Chicago area team does not come out on top. Dwayne Clemens with the baseline runner putting Ball State up for good. Cardinals hang on to beat Northern 59-56, the final in overtime.
Syracuse easily 75-60. Syracuse's starting guards Jason Hart, Alan Griffin held scoreless on 0 for 12 from the field. The outstripping Cummings replacement Jeremy Holmes. So here we go. Barkley, Ron Artest, so talented, 41-26. Red Storm at the half. Second half, Chudney Gray, not from there. LeVar Postel grabbing the loose ball. Postel slamming it home. 2 of his 15. And St. John's would roll 88-60. This was the Panthers' worst home loss since losing by 31 to St. John's back in 1985.
He's going to have a long-term career in that NBA. By 8 or 9, if they can just stay in it, then they got a shot here at home. Metal over the top, poked it loose. Miller goes and gets it. Boy, Miller's active. Perhaps the only weakness in his game is long-distance three-point shooting. Sharp takes a three. Harvey rebound, and Utah is killing BYU on the offensive glass. Miller, another rebound. Miller, got it!
Is the place to be. I think so. There's Damone. First half, off the missed shot, Ryan Blackwell throws down 2 of his game-high 20. Syracuse up by 2 at the half. Second half, Nova's Jermaine Medley heating it up. NBA range, nothing but net. Then again, he kicks it for 3. Look at the arc on that ball. Villanova up 6. It's going to hit the rafters. Later in the half, Wildcats put it away. The 3-on-1 fast break, Howard Brown taking it to the hole hard. And Villanova taking it on the road. 75-60. Villanova held the Syracuse starting guards scoreless.
9%. Coach calls him the heart and soul of our team. He's got 3 so far. If you look closely, you can see he's got a broken small finger on his right hand. And yet he continues to play. He broke it in the New Mexico game. Got a hamper shooting just a little bit. Well, he's the heart and soul as far as Steve Cleveland's concerned because of his toughness, his aggressiveness. And we've seen him go to the offensive boards tonight. Another high IQ guy. Killian wide open, and he's going to make some of those. Can't leave him wide open.
You can tell. Oh, great move by Berno. Got again off the glass. Nope. Rebound inside. Off the glass. No. It's with the lead. 45 seconds left. He was looking for the ball. Shot clock at 6. Oh, DePaul got it back. Now, they don't have to take a shot for quite a while. Shot clock, game clock, just about the same.
Decision.
Simmons could have gotten an offensive foul, but did not.
And also could have been called steps, which they've called several times. But like you said, Tom, he got in a hurry a bit, but they came away with the 2 points. That's important.
And now St. Louis will have, you would think, have the last possession. Seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second.
Put it up.
Get a shot off.
Count it.
Nope. They say no shot. It wouldn't have mattered, huh?
Wouldn't have mattered anyway, huh?
We've played a half of basketball and haven't really gotten anywhere.
That's the truth, huh?
After 1 half here at the Horizon in Rosemont, DePaul and St. Louis are tied at 33. Simmons eyes the first one and hits it.
You got to look at a positive note on this also. They did this a lot with the services of Lance Williams not being full strength, and that's impressive.
3 left side is good.
Gets hurt either.
Berno drives. Nope. Fight for the rebound. 10 seconds left. Cobbin.
Let it go.
Drives in off the glass and good.
And a good official's call by letting it go.
That's right. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And the DePaul Blue Demons have defeated St. Louis in a good basketball game. DePaul, with a very strong second half performance, defeats St. Louis. Quentin Richardson. You see Charlie Spoonhour talking to Rashawn Berno. He doesn't want to talk.
Deny the long outlet pass that would give them an easy layup. And then if
Western gets it inbounds. They'll try to foul them in the backcourt. And Craig, here we are in that situation again. Just 5 team fouls for Valpo. They're going to have to foul twice. It's probably going to take 6-7 seconds off the clock. And it has turned out to be that negative again by playing and conserving your fouls.
Well, Doles, Bob, is the top free throw shooter on the team for Western Illinois. He has fouled out. Seconds left.
You're just joining us. Valparaiso got out to a 30-15 lead. But she's still dancing, isn't she?
They love their Crusaders here at the Arc. Gavin, can you say Pacer?
Now Western can't afford to foul. That's a good timeout for Homer Drew. He's got 10.5 seconds to go. The effort and intensity has been outstanding, as you would expect. And boy, as folks become more and more familiar with Mid-Continent Conference basketball, they have great respect for the defensive effort each and every night.
That's been a great night here. The fans certainly have enjoyed what the pitch is. This is Greg Tonical. Down to Vujic. Miskovich, the missed shot. Western has it back and a foul. Win!
Call 326-1111 now and bring the whole family.
First stop, college basketball. Top-ranked Duke dumped Wake Forest 102-71. It's the Blue Devils' 20th straight win. The game being played at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto between the Leafs and Blackhawks. They lost to Chicago 6-2. Pittsburgh has reeled off 9 straight wins after biting Nashville 3-2. Kip Miller scored with 1:21 left in overtime. Dwayne Walker, Cincinnati is in danger of being knocked out of the top.
Cincinnati up 3, but St. Louis strong down low. Again, Boniak gets the position and the stuff. St. Louis took a 2-point lead there. Next trip down, here they come again. Dave Ferguson to Virgil Cobbin. He had 22. Billikens up 4, and the Bearcats self-destruct. Bob Huggins, the coach, with a technical. And watch the big-time wrestling move here from Levitt. The old thigh grab and throw. He got the flagrant foul there. St. Louis nailed all 4 free throws, and they go on to win 69-57. St. Louis fans, they...
A bad time to get on a roll. Southern Mississippi, the latest obstacle in DePaul's way, and the Golden Eagles give Pat Kennedy's youngsters problems from the very beginning. It starts off well enough for DePaul. Willie Coleman with the lay-in off the turnover, but Southern Miss goes on to take an 8-point lead quickly. Neil Reed hits the three-pointer. He has 12 first-half points, and at the break, Southern Miss is up 37-34. It's the Reed and Coleman show throughout. Another tray by Reed gives the Golden Eagles a double-digit lead in the second half, 45-34. But the Demons come back thanks to Coleman. His hoop inside ties the game at 54. It goes back and forth. Coleman with a big three-pointer to put DePaul up by 2. Reed with a counter tray at the other end to give Southern Miss the 1-point lead. But Coleman wins the bout. The knockout punch delivered on the layup off the inbounds path with just over a second left. DePaul wins it, 65-64, the final.
School seniors, how would you like to compete in the IHSA Sportsnet shootout? Imagine shooting some round ball during halftime of the Demons. Lead the Billikens 32-31. 15:33 left, and the Blue Demons have it inbounds. Quick pass. Lance Williams, what a nice play.
Good to see him involved in the play, and he
Hartfield with the double screen. He's open into the corner. Coleman for 3, and it's good. How about Willie Coleman?
Now Hartfield.
Robinson, tough shot. Partially blocked. Ivory retrieves it.
Poor shot selection right there. Obviously not the shot that Purdue wanted coming off that great defensive sequence to come down. I thought they would milk the clock a little bit more. Robinson took a quick shot.
Almost a 2-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Crispin now with 13 to go on the shot clock. Shot clock in the left-hand corner of your screen. Here's Grays. Ivory delivers beautifully to Booth, and a good catch by Calvin Booth for the deposit.
Still dropped to 8-7, so St. Louis effectively drops out of that picture, and now DePaul with a chance to really make some hay in Conference USA.
And free throws. I would not any other time saying this. Free throws are the key to DePaul winning this game down the stretch run here. They have not missed a free throw.
Ferguson, Luchtefeld for 3, puts it up, back of the rim, nope. Rebound goes in with 11 seconds left.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Richardson Gets it ahead and a foul with 6.7 seconds left. It's got to move DePaul up at least a couple spots. So they're at 45 right now with a chance to move up.
And no doubt about it, I mean, and coming against this game against Duke, no one, I think, expects them to really go and win that game. Although you play hard. You go into the game wanting to win. Don't get me wrong. But boy, this is going to be a beautiful day.
And the DePaul Blue Demons come in here on the road and get a win. How about that?
I love it.
A big win for DePaul. 64-55 the final score. The Blue Demons.
5 to go on the shot clock. Earl into the lane. Lost the handle on it. Here comes Carson Cunningham. Cunningham in transition. 3-point pull-up. Bring it up. Today's game. Allen Eldridge on the inbounds. Jerron Cornell, quick release for 3. Rebound batted. Calvin Booth has it. Dan Earl is waiting to be fouled. Gets it away to Greg Grays. Ahead to Joe Crispin. And this should do it. Foul given up on the play quickly by Stevens with 2.5 seconds to Big Ten play. Joe Crispin makes it 78-70, and that will do it. Jerry Dunn and Gene Cady meet at the scorer's table. The Penn State Nittany Lions come in and gut out a 78-70 victory over the Purdue Boilermakers. Let's go back to Mike Gleason of the Big Ten studio.
Teams shooting much better from outside in the second. Allen from 18. Howett coming out of
Crispin for 3. And he pulls up for another 3. 8 in the first minute of overtime for Crispin. Penn State scores 24 in the OT. They take it 98-85.
Justin Wallace, CNN Headline Sports. The top-ranked Duke Blue Devils won their school record 24th straight game, and in the process became the first team ever to go 16-0 in the ACC by giving 14th-ranked North Carolina their worst loss ever at the Smith Center, 81-61.
We were thinking, hopefully win the league, then, go into the tournament #1 seed. And, we won the league plus the bonus was 16-0, so it feels great.
Second-ranked Auburn kept its winningest regular season in school history with a 76-73 victory over Mississippi State. Behind LaRon Profit's career-high 32 points, fifth-ranked Maryland down Florida State 84-75. Arthur Lee at a career-high 29 points as sixth-ranked Stanford down seventh-ranked Arizona 98-83 for their first outright conference title since 1941. The win is also an automatic bid for the Cardinal into the NCAA tournament. Eighth-ranked St. John's was bitten by the upset bug. John Celestin scored 18 points in his final home game as Villanova blew by the Red Storm 66-60. Joe Crispin scored the first 8 points in overtime as the Penn State